This is the Riverhawk SportsNest podcast, talking all things NSU athletics. I'm Sean Solo.
And I'm Captain Morgan.
Brought to you by
NSU Athletics, Precision Consulting Group,
and DJ Sean Solo Entertainment. The Riverhawk SportsNest is a Rogue Radio Network production.
You can like, follow, share, and enjoy the show. You can listen to Riverhawk SportsNest on Spotify, Apple, and Amazon Music.
Hi, I'm Dr. Rodney Hanley, your Northeastern State University president. And I always listen to Sean Solo and Captain Morgan on the Riverhawk SportsNest. Go Riverhawks!
Let's go.
What is up? Guess what? It is Wednesday night. This is the Riverhawk SportsNest podcast. I am Sean Solo.
And I am Captain Morgan.
Welcome to a new season for 2025. This is episode 402 of the Riverhawk SportsNest. We are live at Emery's Grill in downtown Tahlequah. We want to thank Emery's Grill for hosting our show every Wednesday night at 6 p.m. You can come down, hang out, watch the show live, even ask the players or coaches a question or two. The SportsNest has had quite a bit of movement and changes since being in dry dock during the winter break. We all know the captain is the PA voice of Riverhawk Sports, but now there's more. We have joined the voice of the Riverhawk Athletics, Ori Phillips, in the broadcast booth.
Absolutely, and it's been a great team with the voice. We've been in the coaches show with Coach Ferguson and Coach Havens on Monday nights, and Coach Ferg always gives us good sound bites. So real happy about that. On the away games, I do the color with the voice. So that's always fun with him. I'm enjoying doing that. We're on 102.1 Lakes Country. In other news, I'm not consulting with NSU Athletics as their coordinator of external relations. So in real words, that means marketing, sponsorships, and then working with the community.
You say that title and just kind of glaze over.
Basically, I'm helping represent NSU Athletics to the community. So that's pretty neat. One of our goals is to make the basketball games an experience, which we did this past week. With having DJ Sean Solo in the gym, made a big difference this week as far as the environment goes. So we're trying to make sure we're going to miss him this Thursday against UFAS, but he's going to be playing. He's going to be there every Saturday home game. There's 3 more home games on Saturdays. So come out and watch that, because it really changes the environment with DJ being there. So we're thankful to have that, and moving forward with that one. So moving on with our schedule on the SportsNest. Next week we've got Coach Chase Wooten on with a couple of players, the women's soccer coach, and then following that we've got the women's tennis coach on with Tim McLean with a couple of players. So they're always fun.
And of course, we'd like to mention our current sponsors, Precision Consulting Group and DJ Sean Solo Entertainment. The SportsNest is a Rogue Radio Network production. You can now watch the SportsNest episodes on the Rogue Radio Network channel on YouTube. So go to the link on Instagram and Facebook to find that link on YouTube.
The SportsNest wouldn't be possible if it wasn't for our current sponsors and our AD, Coach John Sizemore. And the purpose of this podcast has been to be all things NSU Athletics and to contribute a portion of our sponsorships directly to the NSU Athletic program. So if you'd like to become a sponsor, we have several packages to choose from. Just reach out and DM us on Instagram or Facebook. Now for the good stuff.
Yes, now we got the legal part of it out of the way.
Yes. So we have
the women's basketball team.
Yes, 2 great players here.
The best team.
Best team.
Yeah, introduce
Our
yourselves
favorites.
there for yourselves. Go ahead, Courtney.
Okay.
I'm Courtney.
I'm Alex.
So with Courtney Lee, where are you from? Do the whole thing.
Okay, I'm Courtney Lee. I'm from Sallisaw, Oklahoma. I'm a senior on the women's basketball team, and I'm majoring in health and human performance.
I'm Alex Hill. I'm from Harrison, Arkansas. I'm also a senior, and my major is cell and molecular biology.
Oh, yes. Oh, it just takes me back.
Were you a cell and
Yeah.
major too?
Yes, that's how I got up here to Tahlequah, was to come back to school, to try to get an optometry school. So cell and molecular was the
degree
plan.
to get, yeah.
But I didn't need all that, so we switched up my degree plan. But I had a lot of those classes, Kessie and all them and stuff like that. Kessie's my favorite, by the way. But so those classes are tough. So I feel for you.
Thanks.
But go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, I know we've had this is Alex's first time on here, and Courtney's been on here before.
Courtney, is this your second or third time?
Second.
Second, okay.
So I know that some of the stuff that we've talked about, we'll kind of hit some stuff there. So I'm going to kind of go with Alex first, since you've been here before, all right, if you don't mind. So this past week, and it's Alex's first year here. So this past week was a blast watching y'all. It was fun. And then one of the things too, just the success seeing that you've had, doing some research on you, Alex, just not only in high school and where you've been in the GAC, what you did there as well, and then coming here. So tell me a little bit about your road between, like the transformation maybe between is there a difference between the GAC and MIAA in playing in the competition or anything? Can you tell me some kind of things that are different or the same there?
Other than just the fact that it was like in the GAC, I had been there 3 years at that point, and so I knew every player. I knew how every coach played. I basically knew the scout before coach had even talked about the scout at that point. But now that I'm here, it's all new players, all new teams. I would say that the MIAA has been more competitive, it seems like, than the GAC, but that could also just be, since it's a new environment for me. But it's been really fun so far. I like the competition it's been. Yeah,
it's been exciting to see. And one thing that we stayed away from before this past week was the slump that you were in. So I know Sean and I talked about it several times. It was like, I don't know what to say. So it was nice to see you come out of it. That was congratulations on that. I mean, this week was phenomenal against UCO and Rogers State. And I know we've got to face them both again at their places. So that's going to be exciting for one end of it. Now, one thing with Coach Ferg, and we can, y'all know Coach Ferg very well, so we can just be straight up with him. So it's like, he was sitting here Monday, and I'm like, what's going on the road? He's like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Ferg. So like from your end of it, what's it like as far as the road this year being over? I mean, what does that mean from your, what does that, talk a little bit about that.
Like road games versus
the home games, yeah. And then being, and with, not being successful on the road, does that even play in anything that you think of, or?
As for mentally preparing for games, no. It really doesn't matter to me whether I play at home or on the road. I would say the main difference is that you're on a different schedule because you're not at home. And so I'm sure you guys have noticed I come into games pretty early, get warmed up. Courtney comes in usually right after me. And we can kind of get into our own routine, whereas away games, it's a little bit more set in stone. So you eat at this time, you get at the gym at this time. And I don't know if that maybe plays anything into it, instead of just kind of getting to go with how we're feeling and stuff like that. But I don't know.
Well, that's what I was actually going to comment on that. I know as players we go through slumps, and especially shooting slumps from time to time. And you said it, I know you're always on the court. Every time I come in early, you're already there. So, but going into this week, what was your approach? Was there anything that you did different this week, or you just went through your normal routine and things just fell into place?
I went with my normal routine. I mean, I have a set thing that I do every time that I warm up. I get the shots that I want. I think it more for me came from the mental aspect. I think I prepared mentally better for these two games. Not saying that I didn't try to prepare for the other games, but but these two games, I really think that I just had the mental preparation there, and I was kind of stepping into those games more mentally ready to get the win, not to just play.
Gotcha.
So.
Okay. Well, and I want to piggyback off this with your amazing turnaround against UCO, 25 points, 6 rebounds, 3 for 4 from three-point line, and you have won the coveted Banger Player of the Week on the Basketball Coaches Show. So congratulations. So
Thank you.
You can put that in on your resume.
Definitely put that on your resume.
Thank you.
Absolutely, yes. Now I want to move over to Courtney a little bit. So I know that we've talked in the past too, so I don't want to rehash on it. I'm going to bring up, the toughness that I see in you, and your zeal that you had down there on the baseline has just been, it's phenomenal. This year, though, you've set a couple of personal records. So that's been pretty cool to watch along the way.
What were those records, by the way?
You might have scored some points or something. Do
Something
you recall what those are?
I mean,
26,
I had
20-something.
career high twice.
Wow.
Twice.
I had 23 against UFIS the first time, and then 26 against KW.
Yeah.
And that's the highest I've ever had in a college game. So, yeah.
Well, that's pretty impressive. So, and I know that this week we got UFAS coming up, and you're going to have a little more help down there with having we had a
D-back.
Yeah, we're having
That'll
D-back.
help a lot.
That'll help too.
Because she didn't play in the first game, right?
No.
Or
Right, she did not. She had a shoulder injury.
So I think that's going to help this week too, and I'm hoping for another sweep this week too.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So tell me, what was it like going back for you to play in Fort Smith? Because I know because there were a couple players that were local. You didn't play with Hannah Boyette, did you?
I played against her in high
Against her,
school.
because she was from Oldro.
Yes.
Which I am too. So I knew Hannah, and I was like, there was one picture that they took after the game, and it had you dribbling the ball, and I think it had Hannah in it. And I was
Yeah.
like, those are both local girls right there.
Yep.
So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I played against her all in high school, and then over the summer we'd kind of play pickup together because Fort Smith is really close to Salisaw. So it was really cool. I had a lot of friends and family that were able to come to that game and just support. And it was, obviously it's not a home game, but like I said, I was over there a lot over the summer. So it was almost like a home game for me.
Yeah.
So that was really cool. I think that helped just kind of calm me down some because I get so nervous before every game. Like I'm sitting there, I'm praying, like please take away the nerves. But I think that really helped a lot.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that's cool.
What are some of your pregame routines?
So like Alex said, we usually get there the first two, and then she's shooting free throws when I get out there, and then she gets done, and then I shoot a bunch of free throws. You wouldn't be able to tell by our last game, but we actually made a lot.
Yeah, we won't talk about that.
We shoot so many before every single game.
And we make them before the game. But I make a bunch of free throws, kind of get some shots up. Every time we go back to the locker room, I try and kind of isolate myself for a second just to pray, kind of help calm my nerves, and then just get out there and try and get my shots.
Okay. Well, so your game, as your senior season here, what are some of your goals individually and as a team that you've worked on for this year so we can get back to Kansas City?
Yes.
Because that's my goal. I want us to be back in Kansas City.
Yes, that's my overall top goal as a team and individually. Another one that's just individually is I think it'd be really cool if I could score 1,000 career points. And I think I added it up, and if I average like 12.5 to 13 points a game, I think I can.
Oh, okay.
Depending on how far we go and stuff like that.
Okay.
So that's a career or a personal goal that I would like to achieve. And honestly, just improve from last year. Because ever since I've been here, we've slowly improved each year. And when Ferg got here, we improved a lot. Mm-hmm. And so I'd like to just continue to build on that and bring back the love to NSU basketball, to women's basketball. So.
Oh, you like Ferg as the coach?
Love it.
Yeah.
Don't tell him that.
No.
But love him.
Not to his face. No.
Yeah, we'll edit this part out.
Yeah.
He actually told us that the coaches show that he had. Can we say that? Yeah, we can say this. That the Roger State coach was crying.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said that.
Because she
Where the
uses the
M7s.
bulletin board or whatever and put it on the.
They were replaying
They were replaying the coaches show.
from what he said.
Yeah.
Did he tell you all that?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I think that's
Yeah.
hilarious.
That was pretty funny.
And he does not care.
No, he's a very petty isn't the right word. He is petty, but that's not the right word that I'm looking for.
He's my kind of guy. We have great conversations. That's why I can go out there before the game and go to y'all and say, "Kick these bitches' asses." Like that's what I say. Like
He's just a good
I
shit.
got nothing
He's
else.
just a good shit talker. That's
Yeah,
He
he
knows
is.
how
Yeah.
to tick people off.
Yes.
Yes.
Hell, he does it to me all the damn time. He's just yelling at me like, "Turn the music on."
Every day.
Every day.
Every day. Like after our last game, we were shooting free throws, and he was like, "Y'all already done?" Because he told us to make 40, and
Yeah.
it was like me and her and Aubrey and like BK and Emily, I
And
think.
Emily.
And he's like, "Y'all already done?" We're like, "Yeah, we all made 40." He's like, "No, you gotta make 40 each, not between you all." And we're like, "Yeah, we did." And he's like, "Are you
okay,
sure?"
coach. Okay, coach.
I was like, "Come on now."
Oh my goodness. Well, Alex, tell us about how Coach Ferg recruited you then.
I get a call from Coach Ferg, and, he's immediately like, he talks to anybody, I feel like he's known them, for however long. So immediately jumps in. He actually he's friends with one of my old assistant coaches. And so he reminds me a lot of him, and so like his personality. But when he was first recruiting me, he just kind of he knew what I wanted to get out of the transfer, and it was not necessarily that like I wanted to do like so good all this stuff, but I wanted to get better as a player, like both individually and like as a teammate. And he really did a good job of showing me how I would fit in here and how I would actually like reach all of my goals that I want to do here. So he did a really good job just showing me how, like I said, how I would fit in here and how I would succeed. So
How's that transition been, being a senior and with half our team being seniors and the other half being, freshmen? How's your role taken into that mix?
It's definitely been interesting because, like, it's seniors and freshmen, but I'm the only transfer, and so like I'm kind of like in between both because I'm new, but I'm not young.
Right.
So it's actually been really fun though. Like it's been good. I mean, I've liked it so far. I don't think that practices, like I think the competition's there in practice. I think everything's there. So, I mean, it's been really fun.
Yeah, that's been
we
a
can see it on
dynamic.
the court, yeah.
For
Yeah.
sure. That's been a dynamic this year. I mean, it's with Ferg. I mess with him. I'm like, seniors and freshmen. I'm just, ribbing him, and he's like, don't do it. And he said it on the coaches show Monday. He was like, because I asked him about the seniors and freshmen. He said, well, he's like, I wouldn't suggest doing that. Any coach that wants to do seniors and freshmen, don't do it.
Yeah.
But the thing with Coach Ferg is he can put together stuff, and he can bring the best out of everyone.
Yeah.
And then he will push you to where almost to the brink, but then he'll pull back.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I've seen about him. Like
Yeah.
he is so good at knowing individuals of who he can do what with, and pulling the best out of everybody. So that's been one thing that's exciting to see. That I know that he's going to be building the program, and that's going to be something that y'all can look back onto and know that y'all are a part of as well.
For sure.
Absolutely.
So what? You're doing your cell molecular. What are you going to do after graduation?
I want to go to PA school,
Okay.
physician's assistant school, but it's a little bit different than med school. You don't have to take the MCATs. You have to get like patient care hours. And so I'm planning on working for a year to get my patient care hours and then going back to PA school and applying and getting in there. So
What PA school are you going to be applying for?
I don't know. I'll probably apply for, honestly, all of them in the area because it doesn't really matter to me where I go. They have one here, don't they?
They're starting one.
Okay, yeah.
I heard that last year.
Okay.
I think they're getting it accredited, maybe. I'm not sure, but yes, they are starting one
Okay,
here.
yeah, that's what I thought. They were trying to get one here, and then there's a couple in Arkansas.
Because I thought they were going to do like a nurses program. That's what I initially had heard. But no, yeah, it's going to be a PA.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yep.
What-
Guess we'll see.
Real quick, do you get people to come up from Harrison to watch you play up here, or is it?
I do. I have a couple friends that's been here, family. A lot more family came to the UFIS game, like Courtney said. But it just kind of depends. They try.
Yeah, we're kind of tucked up here. We're kind of tucked up here in the corner, so.
What about you, Courtney? What are you doing after? I think we probably asked you this before, but
I'm going to sonography school in Tulsa
okay,
to become an ultrasound tech.
nice.
Yep.
Okay then. Because that would be, is it 2 year?
A year and a half.
Year and a half,
Most
okay.
are 2 years. The one I found is a year and a half.
That's
and
good.
I'll start that next January. So
Okay. Got it planned out. You going to
Planned
do any
out.
coaching on the side or any rec leagues or anything after you? That way you can keep on playing.
I might. There's usually an alumni game at my high school every year.
Okay.
So I like to go back and play in that. And there's another girl who I played with who actually plays in the GAC right now. And so every time we go home and play in the alumni game, they're like, you guys are opposite teams. Like, you have to guard each other. And she's a guard and I'm a post now. So I'm just like, no, please don't.
I'm going to run you over. I've had that happen to me before.
Sorry.
That's okay. It was fun. It was a good learning experience. That's why I haven't been back to practice at all this year. I don't even make a fool of again.
I go and watch. That's what I do.
Let me tell you, that one will run you over too.
I'm sure. Yeah, I can't do it anymore. I want to play.
Yeah.
Let's get on there and shoot, but I'm not going to. No. Did she tell you about running me over?
No.
So last summer I'd come to practice and just help out or whatnot, and Coach Ferg and Braxton got me in doing some of the drills. The first one, oh my God, I forgot her name.
Patty.
Patty. He
The
was.
nicest person ever.
Daddy.
I know, oh my gosh, sweetest
soul,
thing,
sweet
and
soul.
he's telling me to, to D her up. So I'm D'ing her up, and she's a big girl, and she's taller than me, and I'm D'ing her up, and she lowers her shoulder. I go flying back, like on my ass and everything, and I'm calling a charge, but BK had videoed it, went all over Instagram. I didn't know she filmed it. But anyway, yeah, I was moving my feet. So it was a block. But
He throws that in there. I was moving my feet.
no, I thought it was a charge. I thought it was a charge. But when I saw the video, I'm going, yeah, I was moving my feet. So yeah, it was okay.
But
So-
you had a bumper buddy too.
He had the
no,
pad.
but on Courtney, I had a bumper buddy.
Oh, Courtney had the bumper buddy.
yeah.
Okay.
And she still knocked me back 10 feet. And it's like, what are you doing? You're supposed to hit him. I'm going, I thought you were D up. I got
The
this.
bumper's for your safety,
I
not
know, not
hers.
hers, obviously.
See, I heard them say you had to hit me. I was like, you know what? I'll hit him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what she did.
What's been? I was just going to say, what's been your favorite part of the season thus far for each of you?
Hang on.
And we're only halfway in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably just this week in general, honestly, getting the 2 wins at home over what I would consider rivals,
Yeah.
rival teams. I think that was probably one of my favorites because that was like the most that our team, I feel like, have played well together as a team. So that was just really fun and exciting.
Yeah. It definitely came together this week.
I would say I have 2. One is this week, just in general. Like we said, we played a lot of Mario this week, played basketball. We actually had the team come over to our apartment, and we had a Just Dance battle between all our teammates.
Nice.
So this past week was just really fun. Last fun week of like break to get reset for the new spring semester. My other favorite memory was when we beat Henderson State at home because they're the GAC defending champs, and so that was always fun to beat them.
Oh,
so
yeah.
that was a good game too. But yeah,
Okay.
Very good.
I like
Very
it.
good.
Shall we move on to our segments?
Yeah. Let's wrap
Let's
it
do
up
this.
here.
All right. So Courtney knows about this, but we have the Sean Solo trilogy. You get 3 questions. Answer accordingly. There's no right or wrong answers. But it's fun. Helps get to know you a little bit better. So, question number 1. What would be your walkout song?
oh my gosh, I don't know.
I know I immediately drew a blank.
I would just say anything. AC/DC.
Okay.
Just old.
I like that. Might be able to work that into one of the games. What about you, Courtney?
Mine, you probably can't work into a game.
Maybe the last game.
I like Walk 'Em Down by Inali Choppa.
Yeah, I'm not
That's a
sure
good
if I can have a DJ edit of that. That
Yeah.
is not gonna.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Question 2. What is your favorite late night snack?
Courtney knows I snack all the time. It's really hard for me to choose a favorite. I eat candy, literally anything. Let me think of my favorite though. Do you know what your favorite is?
I do.
I know what your favorite is.
Yeah, you know what my favorite is. I'm going to go ahead and go. Mine is just really any sort of hot, spicy
Yep.
chip.
Okay, hot spicy chips.
Love them. I will go through like a bag a day.
Oh my god.
Like I got 3 bags for Christmas. Like everyone
Easy,
knows.
easy to shop for.
Exactly.
Little care package.
Exactly.
I would say mine's probably Reese's.
Ah.
I love Reese's.
Solid.
Okay. All right. Solid answers.
Got some protein in there with the
Yeah.
peanut butter.
Right.
Peanut butter.
Okay, so question 3. Now, this question was posed on the most recent Riverhawk Spotlight. We know what the answer was given, but I would like to confirm this. Who would survive a zombie apocalypse?
Courtney.
She was already pointing. She already knew the
100%.
question. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's because she's from back home.
Yeah.
We ain't messing with nothing down there.
In the boonies.
That's right.
You got to be ready. All right. Well, so there you go. There's your Sean Solo trilogy. Now moving on to
We got Walk the Plank with Captain Morgan.
Hey.
So I'm going to ask a question. Mine does matter because if you get it wrong, you have to walk the plank. Hope you can swim.
I'm not a very good swimmer.
Uh-oh.
So,
Well, you're not a swimmer. You're going to be in a zombie apocalypse?
I mean, I can swim well enough. I'm
Okay,
just like,
all right.
To survive.
Okay,
Yeah.
to survive. Okay.
and if you get it right and you're above 21, you can have a shot at Captain Morgan with me. Above 21. If you're not, we'll just have the Coke. So, this one is, I've thought this one up actually thinking of Sean. So thinking of NBA logos, there is one that is shaped like a musical note.
the Utah
The
Jazz.
Jazz.
That's right away. So break out the rum.
Bring out the rum or Coke.
We'll just take the Coke. We
Oh,
have
yeah.
a 48-hour rule.
Okay, well, there you go. See, they're so well coached and well mannered.
Yes, yes.
Playing
We-
by
we
the
try,
rules.
we
Yeah, we
try.
try. Yeah.
He would be shout. He would be proud. So, hey, very good. That's been a while since we've had two. We had since we had a winner.
Yeah. He's always like the
Yes.
guys lost earlier.
Hey,
We had-
so far we're 2 for 2. Last time women's basketball won the other one.
Oh,
So?
we need to put that on there.
we do.
Yep. I don't remember what the last one was though. Do you remember?
Something about the WNBA, I think when it started. Like
Okay.
what year?
Okay.
Oh, yeah. That's probably
Yeah.
right. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, all right. Well, this has been a successful episode, 402.
Absolutely.
Kicking off our season for 2025.
Yes.
So
And
we greatly appreciate y'all being here.
We
And
appreciate you
Thank
guys
you.
having
it's
us.
a lot of
Yes.
fun having y'all here and being part of the team. So
And hopefully in Kansas City we've been having a conversation afterwards.
Of course, yeah.
course.
That'd be
Yeah.
awesome.
Because
That's the
that's always a good time. We had a good time.
we had a
last
great
year,
time
so,
last year,
you know, first round.
other
was,
than the results.
other
but
than
we
one
had
and
a
out,
great time.
Right.
but
we
yeah,
want to
it's-
make an atonement.
Yes.
yes,
Make it a
absolutely.
regular thing.
Yes. Which
Yeah.
I have a good feeling about it, but I'm not going to.
Yeah.
Right,
I'm
right.
not going to jinx anything.
Of course.
No.
Just a good feeling.
Just a good feeling. Just a good feeling. All right. Well, that has been the Riverhawk Sports Nest. I'm Sean Solo.
And I'm Captain Morgan.
We will see you next time.
Shout out to athletic training.
Yeah,
my
there you
leg.
go. Yeah, give shout outs.
Yeah, shout out to athletic training and strength and conditioning because they don't get enough credit. And then hi, mom and dad and friends and family.
Hello, friends and family.
Well, there you go. We will see you next time. Bye bye.
See ya.